Hello, my name is Kate.
And I'm Cecily.
And this is the Sweet and Spicy Podcast. Welcome back
to another episode.
I am covering today's episode, and I read Can I Tell You Something by Holly June Smith.
No, you may not.
Okay, so I guess this episode is over now. So I will say I read this back in 2023, so it's been a while, and then I reread it again because I did remember liking it. And you know what? I did like it because it's sweet, it's cute. Guys, it's a sweet little Christmas one. We're gonna picture this. We're gonna, do...
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Kate can't talk today.
You were talking
Sorry.
just fine.
I know I was.
Then your brain went.
I had a cat rub... Yep. I had a cat rub up against my leg, and I was like, what? Because I have a Freya today. Okay, so... I read this book back in 2022. I really liked it. I read it around Christmas time because it was fun, it was fluffy, it's very sweet. Like I said, it's a cute, it's a fluffy, it's a fun. It is a brothers, best friend / roommate romance. It's very cute. It's Christmas in the French Alps.
Ooh, fancy.
So we get skiing, and we get snow, and we get beautiful, and food, and presents, and wonder, okay? So, before we go too far into this, there are 4 triggers for this book.
Dun, dun, dun.
There are brief mentions of cheating.
Rude.
Not between the 2 main characters.
Better not.
At all. It is from the female main character's past 2 relationships. She has not had very good past relationships.
There's a mosquito.
Pause while Cecily tries to get a mosquito off of her light.
All good.
Okay. So, the brief mentions of cheating, sexual content, duh. This is sweet, this is fluffy, but it's still spicy, guys.
Spice.
3, mental health challenges. She does struggle a little bit with some mental health. So did the main guy character, okay?
Don't we all?
Number 4, panic attacks is a big thing for the mental health, okay? That had its own separate tag. I'm also going to add this because not everybody is into it. Guys, the main male character... never mind. I'm not going to. It's not really much of a trigger. If you'll hear about it within the first 4 sentences of me explaining this book. So if it's not for you, you can click off then. Okay. It's a profession, guys. Okay. We ready?
Mm-hmm. Lego?
Hold on. I have to clear my throat. Okay. So, I am reading, for those of you who can see me, I am reading off of my phone, which is down here. So, Hannah is our main male...
Main male?
Yeah. Hannah is our main female character. Hannah is British. This is important. Hannah is British, guys. So Hannah is at her family's chalet in France, in the French Alps, for Christmas.
So fancy.
It was actually her grandmother's, who was rich and, had a lot of money. Her family is like, we only do this at Christmas time, but her family is decently wealthy because her dad owns a law firm. Hannah works at this law firm. She is a lawyer. The form. Kate can't speak today, apparently.
Nope.
So she's a lawyer. She's a new lawyer. So she's super stressed out, like all the time. So she's really happy to have this nice, like, relaxing 2 weeks away.
Mm-hmm.
So she's missing her brother Ryan, though, because he wasn't able to come to Christmas again. He moved to a job in LA to pursue his film career. And so he hasn't really been around the past 2 winters to be able to celebrate with her. And, she's really sad about it. She's upset. She misses him. She's still going to enjoy her Christmas with her parents. But again, it's just Christmas with her parents at this point. Like, So, Hannah's favorite pastimes include reading romance novels. Duh, because who wouldn't? The spicy variety, by the way. Working. Working is her other pastime. And listening to audio porn by the creator Mackin' Please.
Ooh.
Like mac and cheese, but Mackin' Please. It makes me happy.
Wow.
Unknown to Hannah, her brother's roommate, Cameron, booked last-minute flights for himself and Hannah's brother to come to the chalet for Christmas. Because they were at the bar the night before, they got a little tipsy, they got a little drunk, and they were like, and her brother Ryan was like sad and mopey and was talking about, Christmas in the French Alps and how he misses it because it's not snowy in California, it's not snowy in LA, and he misses the snow and being able around his family and all the traditions. Because obviously Ryan is also from England. He's British. He is in LA. He's not really like around his culture, and he misses his family. He hasn't been able to see him in a couple years. So Cameron booked last minute flights. Literally, they ran home, threw some stuff in a bag, and like hiked it to the airport to make their international flight.
As one does.
And they almost missed said international flight, and they were drinking. This was a very bad idea to do on very little planning, but it was very sweet that he did it.
Sounds like a man.
Yeah, but it was a very sweet gesture of like, Cameron doesn't really have very good Christmas traditions. His family didn't really care that he wasn't going to be in town for Christmas. Like, it was kind of like, oh, we'll see you when you get back, whatever. He's never really felt... He always grew up in LA, and he never left the country, besides to go to, like, Mexico for a film shoot once, and then he came back, and it was like he couldn't really do anything in Mexico, and so this will be his second time leaving the country ever, and he's actually just really excited about going to see, new places and stuff. So, Ryan tells Cameron, though, hey, you'll get to meet my mom, you'll get to meet my dad, you'll get to meet my sister, it'll be great. And Cameron says, oh, your sister? You want to tell me about your sister? And he goes, my sister is off limits. She's already had shitty-ass boyfriends in the past they've cheated. We're not going to go into it. One of my friends was her last boyfriend that cheated on her. He's like, I am no longer friends with him. He's like, but it's kind of not great for her, okay? So we're not going to just... we're not going to do this whole, like, hit it and quit it thing, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Unbeknownst to Ryan, Cameron hasn't gotten laid in 6 months. Cameron's not really the hit it and quit it. I mean, he has done the one-night stand thing, but he's too busy to do anything else. So, because he also works in film. He's a sound guy for film.
Mm-hmm.
So... Ryan comes in, surprises everybody. Hannah gets up immediately and, like, hugs him and is excited because it's her brother and is all, it's all happy, and she hugs him. And then she turns and sees this guy next to him. And she just has this look of pissed off. Cameron's like, oh, what's that? Like, And then in his brain, he's like, oh no, I probably just ruined her family Christmas because there's just some random stranger now at her Christmas. And, this is her Christmas thing too, not just Ryan's. And I might have just ruined it. Oh no. He's very like golden retriever. Oh no, what did I do? Okay.
What have I done?
Yep. And then what you get in her perspective of this is that, the roommate, Cameron, that came with him is actually Mac and Please, and she's like having a nice little battle in her head.
She recognizes
She knows him.
Wait, so he's like a porn actor?
No, he just does audio porn, but he's not quiet about his face.
Audio
like his
porn?
Yes.
What is that?
So it's basically like a book. You know how in a scene in a book, the guy's like talking through like what he's gonna do to her and this and that. Instead of using names, they don't use names. They essentially keep it very like no names for a purpose, and that is so that you can.
Why did I not know this existed?
Oh, you can listen to a man's voice essentially and like you get other noises in it too. It's not just.
But like I didn't know that was a thing.
So in between these episodes, in between the chapters, you actually get little snippets of Mac and Please episodes. Also, guys, I highly recommend
the audiobook.
The audiobook for this one specifically. I read the book first and then I listened to the audiobook this time. I highly recommend the audiobook because, guys, this guy's voice. Oh my god.
So she's literally listening to her brother's friend make porn noises. I thought it was audiobook.
She's literally getting off to her brother's friend's voice.
I thought
and so he's not quiet on her. So on the Instagram and stuff, he's not quiet about it. His face is on there. It's just his face, posting like, hey, hi. Like, and she subscribes to this man. She pays for like a Patreon essentially for this man's voice. She gets specialty episodes. Okay. She legitimately is paying this man's bills. Helping to pay this man's bills.
Okay, so when I make that connection now, I thought he was just like an audiobook narrator, and I was just like, meh.
No. He is audio porn. It is different.
Hilarious.
So basically, some of his things are like...
Ooh, will he recognize her as a patron?
No. No, he does not. It's really oh my god, I know who this man is. Holy shit. This is literally the only man that can get me to... Oh my god, I've come... Her little thing is like, I've come to this man's voice more than I've come on my own. What the hell? Like, it's...
Amazing. Absolutely.
She's having a full turmoil, and he legitimately thinks that he's just wrecked her Christmas.
He's wrecking something.
So when he says her name, she has a little
shut
because he's like, oh, you must be Hannah. It's really nice to meet you. I'm Cameron. And she's like, and one of the questions she asks him later on is, why'd you go with Mac? Like, why not just do something? Why not Cam? Why not that? And he goes, Mac is the reverse of Cam.
True.
And she goes, oh my god, it is. Which most people wouldn't know that unless they knew his name was Cameron. Obviously, this is something he keeps quiet. She thought that his real name was like Mackenzie or like some form of Mac, right?
He's American.
That he's short.
Mac and cheese.
It is.
Amazing.
So, yeah. So, obviously, she gets excited. She's really happy. But she knows who he is, and he thinks she's just upset that he crashed Christmas. So then she has a little mental note of, oh my god, I've sent this man so many horny ass DMs. I need to go. So she's like going to delete these DMs like at night or something. She's going to delete these DMs like when she's up in her room by herself. And she's like quickly trying to delete them. Like she's like trying to figure out how to delete them and unsend
She's gonna
them.
accidentally send one.
She did not accidentally send one. He decided to look her up on Instagram and noticed there was a follow back button and not just a follow button.
And you're cooked.
And while she's sitting there trying to delete, like figure out how to unsend all of these, the little delivered message changes to red. So then, obviously, Cam is like, oh my god, she doesn't care that I'm here, she cares that it's me! And he thought, okay, so he thought this girl was gorgeous from the minute he met her. Mm-hmm. He was like, oh my god, she's perfect. And then she's like, untouchable. What the hell? He's like, I am literally going to be in my worst nightmare. And then he realized when he saw this, oh my god, she's into me too. So... That's why he was on her Instagram, was because he was really into her and he was like falling for her the minute he met her. And he's like, oh my god, she's like perfect. Oh my god. He's like, I wonder what she's into. I wonder if she's got a boyfriend or she's dating somebody. And so he reverse searches her through her brother. So he's like, okay, so this is who he follows. Ooh, there she is. Let me look at this. And he's like, oh, okay. And he had stalked her Instagram a little bit. Okay, so she likes this, she likes that. And he's like, I didn't want to be that person to just request to follow somebody. He's like, so I was just going to look at it and see how, like, who she was,
yeah,
you know.
But now it says follow back.
He said, and then I noticed that doesn't say follow. That says follow back.
Not to mention, go look at the DMs. I'm sure you'll see what she's into.
I mean, that's what he did. And he read every single one of them.
I would melt into the floor.
She wanted to. She let out a, like, screech when she realized it changed to red. They share a wall.
Now she knows he knows.
Cecily, they shared a wall at the chalet.
No. No.
He did not hear her screech, but she did freak out.
Duh.
So, the next morning, as she's still having internal freak out of, oh my god, he knows all of my horny, deep, dark thoughts. What the hell? Like, I can't be doing this. So he's never been skiing or snowboarding, and that's something that they do. They ski. Okay,
Someone's
this family
gotta
skis.
teach him.
She was almost an Olympic skier. Guess who gets to teach him how to ski?
The Olympian.
Yup. Almost Olympian. She decided she didn't want to be the Olympian.
Must be nice.
She got to go, she wanted to be a lawyer instead. She just wasn't into skiing. So she had to teach him how to ski. And she couldn't say, I can't teach him how to ski because I come to his voice.
I mean, she could.
But she doesn't want her mom to know, or her dad, or God forbid her brother.
What if her mom follows him too?
She doesn't.
That would have been funny.
But, so she has to teach him how to ski. And he also doesn't want to come off too strong at first with the new knowledge that she knows exactly who he is.
Oh, now you can mess
So
with
he
her,
tests the waters. And Cam can tell she doesn't want to talk about it because she's embarrassed about it.
Yes.
Well, he decides to leave. well, he decides to leave the first day of skiing early. So, like, halfway through, he leaves. To go do something, and so she continues skiing. Well, while everybody's out still skiing, he films a Mac and Please audio
No.
on her favorite Chase lounge in the living room. So here's the thing though, he doesn't name drop or anything, and this is how usually his audios go. He'll like put his listeners into a situation, into like a scene, but he does it about her, but in a way that only she would know. So and like, so the audio is about how he is super attracted to her and that she hates his guts, and that he mentioned that it's also like he's doing this on her favorite chair, and like that he hopes that there was something like really like horny but like attractive about the way he said some of the things, and I was like, I'm confused. Oh.
It's a little weird.
It is, but like the way that he like it's all worded and stuff, you're like, I don't know if I should like this, but I do. Like, what the hell is wrong with me?
We've established that several episodes ago.
So, this is fair. So she listens to it that night because she just checks his page periodically to be like,
With headphones?
oh, wonder, whatever. Yes, with headphones. She wasn't expecting anything new, but she wanted to, like see, go back and see if she could tell, whatever. So she hears it that night because she notices there's a new upload, and
now she knows for sure that he's figured it out. I mean,
she gets herself off to that audio, dude. So that morning, he says hi to her in the morning, and she's like a little bit more chipper and happy, and it's like, hi, and he goes, have a good night. And she's like, yup, it was fine. She's like, I just put on some relaxing music. Bird noises.
Bird noises.
Or like ocean sounds or something.
Nah.
Or she said meditation music or something.
Mm-hmm.
And she did this so that he wouldn't actually think that she was listening to him. But he knew. Mm-hmm. He knew.
Yeah.
So they do start to progressively get more flirty after this, because he's like, I can now kind of poke and have fun. Because she knows that I like her. And so then she's trying to teach him more skiing and stuff. And they end up going to a bar that night with her brother and stuff. And the way that they get home is they sled down this, like, hill or whatever. Because it's the fastest way to get home from the bar. And taxis are expensive,
Mm-hmm.
So they sled down, and he doesn't understand how to brake. And her brother went off with some girl that he constantly has a hookup with. Which there is a second book to this that I have not read, because it was not out when I first read it, I don't think. I don't think it was out yet. Or maybe it was and it had just come out or something. But that is actually about the brother and his on again, off again Christmas romance every year.
Oh.
So it's very sweet. But, so he goes off to do whatever with her.
Uh-huh.
Cameron crashes the sled.
For sure.
Because he doesn't know how to stop. He can't stop. He literally just, like, spins out and, like, crashes into a snowbank. So she stops, rushes over to him, checks him, whatever, make sure he's okay. And he goes, and he tells her that he really just wants to kiss her. So she says yes. They, kiss and things. But they start to get more flirty behind her family's back because, according to Ryan, again, Hannah is off limits to Cam. Not allowed.
No touching.
that lasted all of like 2 days.
If that. But
Yeah.
that even really counts as 2 days.
Yeah. So one day they're skiing. And she's like flirty and stuff. And they have very cute little flirty, like stolen moments, right? Then one day they end up going to a little area off the slope paths, right? Because she's like, follow me, but like follow exactly behind me, follow my ski path. And he goes, okay, like my ski tracks. She cuts through this little opening, and he's like, oh my god, that was amazing. That was so scary, but also really fun. Because he had to like cut off in like this off branch or whatever. Because her grandmother, when she would teach them to ski and take them skiing and stuff, would take them to these little like off path areas. Because she liked skiing those. She liked enjoying like the slow parts and things. So she brings him to this little alcove that has like this tree stump. And she ends up on the tree stump.
Oh my.
And they're like making out heavily. He wants everything to do with her. Okay? She wants everything to do with this man. And then he's like, is there any chance that we can be alone at the chalet? Because as much as he does want her, he doesn't think fucking her in the frozen French Alps is very safe.
Fair. Does her brother know what he does?
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. He's not, like, quiet about it.
Right.
Her brother follows his Instagram. Because the Instagram is also his personal Instagram as well as his, like, character Instagram.
God.
So he just uses his character name on his Instagram, but he uses it very much similarly to his, like, personal Instagram. It's the only one he has, right? So, but she agrees that it's not, like, the safest to do the nasty in the freezing cold.
In the snow, you know, frostbite.
In the icy snow and stuff. Yeah. Those things need to be warm for that to work, too. We're not... Go ahead.
When it got really cold here, Justin's like, it's disappeared.
It's an itty.
Not in the snow, guys. Not in the snow.
No, not in the snow, guys. Because frostbite, you don't know what's going on there. Like, it's just not a good idea. We're not trying to Bella Swan icicle dick this, okay? Like, this is not how this goes.
I've not seen Twilight, so I don't get that reference. I never was into that.
Okay, you know how you said me and you need to watch the Mummy movies, which I will fully watch with you?
Do not even try to put
Do not even try
to put the caca that is Twilight on the same level as the Mummy. That is not the same.
No. I'm not putting it at the same level. I'm just saying this is one that we need to have. We need to have a movie night of the Twilight movies. Because, yes, we do. Because it is one of the best things to make fun of with your friends. Okay? It is one of my favorite things to sit down with friends and make fun of Twilight.
I make fun of it anyway.
For the romance book side of this, you really need to watch it because you don't understand the spider monkey reference. And I need you to be able to understand the spider monkey and the Ramadan. Okay? Oh my god, you don't even know the Bella, where have you been, Loca?
I've seen it memed enough.
Oh my god, but you don't get it.
That's fine though.
Okay. Well, I'll graciously watch The Mummy first. I will watch all of the Mummy movies you want to put in front of me. I will watch 5 of whatever movie you want to watch, and then you have to sit and watch Twilight movies with me.
That's a lot.
We can split it up. And like I said, 5 movies for 5 movies.
No.
Yes.
No.
You can make me watch all the movies that you can't get me to watch, that you think I should be watching. You can make me watch Pride and Prejudice.
That's just an insult to literature that you haven't watched that.
You could make me watch, how many Mummy movies are there? 3?
We only speak of 2.
Okay, so you can make me watch the first 2 Mummy movies. You wanted me to watch Aristocats.
I mean, that's just showing you were deprived of a childhood.
What is the 5th one you want me to watch? Because I know there's tons more.
We're not making this argument or deal. Continue with the review.
Guys, please leave comments and Instagram comments about how Cecily needs to watch the Twilight movies with me so that she understands. Thank you.
There.
Okay. But you don't understand, okay? You don't understand the wonders of Charlie Swan. And that is the issue here.
I have seen memes of Charlie Swan, and he's the best part of the whole thing.
He is. Okay. Anyway, we'll keep going. So, obviously, back to the regularly scheduled program here. They've started sneaking around.
I was gonna say, it's a chalet. There's plenty of places to go bone.
And all the time somebody's home and it's an old chalet. So, like, sound carries pretty badly. So, every year, they have a traditional grocery run that she goes on. And it's usually just her and her dad. Her mom likes to just sit in the hot tub and read her Anne Rice, Nora Roberts novels.
Excellent.
Yes. And her brother doesn't really like to go. He thinks it's boring. Whatever. So it's just like a her and her dad thing. Well, Cam says that, like, her dad asked Cam if he wants to go, and she, like, secretly hopes that he doesn't, just because it's a her and her dad thing. Like, it's always been a her and her dad thing. And Cam's like, oh no, I got some work to do. Like, I have to stay here. So they go to the French supermarkets, and they buy all of their goodies and pastry, like, and food for dinners and things, right? And so on the way back from the supermarket, it's like a 30-minute drive. On the way back from the supermarket, her dad mentions that it's okay to have a holiday romance.
Dad's done busted you.
And then it could be good for her if she did. He did not bust her. He's genuinely just trying to get her to open back up again.
Oh.
Because mom and dad, sweetest, most loving, most, like, go live your dreams parents, okay? So, her dad also mentions that it seems like Cam might be into her, and then it's okay to enjoy the holiday romance, and that's actually how him and her mom met.
No.
Was they had a holiday romance.
How sweet.
And their holiday romance was like they met and he really liked her, and then they were at a rave. And like there's a joke of like there was a joke about like you can have, your holiday romances, whatever. He goes, you can bring whatever guy home. He goes, but don't you ever let me catch you at a rave. Because he's like, it was the 90s. He's like, it was the early 90s and we loved the raves. I was like, what the?
God, these
so I thought that was
in
funny.
This book are younger than I am.
To be fair, it does talk about how they got married and like had a kid like immediately. So.
Yeah, but like in the 90s.
Yeah.
I was already born.
I said early 90s. I said early
born.
90s.
stillborn.
You were barely born. You were barely
In
born.
the beginning of 1990, so...
I know you were. Anyway. I wasn't. That wasn't even thought of. I was not even a twinkle in my mama's eye yet. Okay. Okay, so obviously the relationship talk is very gently like talked about. Oh, you can see a phrase head. So the relationship talk is very gently like eased into, right? Because she had been cheated on twice by past boyfriends. It's been a while now, but they don't want to send her down a spiral because she went really, really bad after the second one because Obviously. It was somebody who she was close with. It was a brother's friend. It was somebody she actually thought she had a chance with.
Fair.
So it was a sad thing, and you do learn a little bit about that. But we won't get too much into that because we're not here for the sad, guys. So that evening, Hannah, Cam, and Ryan are all watching a movie. And Cam is texting her, and she's texting him. And Cam texts her, asking her to meet him in the kitchen. So he gets up and, is like, oh, I'm going to go grab, a snack or whatever. Like, does anybody need anything? And they're all like, no, I'm good. And then a couple minutes go by, and she's like, oh, you know what? I do need water. And so she grabs her water cup, goes, because her water cup was, like, almost empty. And so she goes, and she ends up in the kitchen, and he immediately pulls her into the kitchen. Immediately pulls her into the kitchen, like, before she's even over the threshold, and they just start making out in the kitchen. Yeah, and then he's, like, mentioning how... He mentions how he wishes her brother would just go to bed so that they could be alone together. And she's like, yeah, I wish so too. But, like, then they stop, They get, they're like, okay, well, we can't do that. So she's like, we can't get caught, whatever. So they go back to the couch. And eventually Cam says he's going to go to bed. And so does Ryan. And then Hannah also relents and goes to bed. Because Cam's, like, the first one that says, yeah, guys, I'm going to go to bed. I'm tired, He can't do it anymore. And then Ryan's like, oh, yeah, no, it is tired. And she's literally like, why can't it just be Ryan going? Because she's as horny for this man as he is for her. Like, she just wants to bone this man. So, as she's laying in bed thinking about how Cam is literally right next door, and how she wishes that,
where's her brother's
that he
room?
could just be there. I think her brother's room is a couple doors down. I think there's, like, a bathroom or something in between their rooms. But so, as she's laying in bed, her door slowly opens.
I was going to say.
And in walks Cam.
It was a trap.
And in walks Cam. So he puts his finger to his lip, being like, you gotta be quiet,
Duh.
So he gives her an earbud and tells her to put it in. So he puts in the other one. She puts one in. He puts the other one in. It's like the Bluetooth earbuds. And while she was at the store, he recorded a spicy audio only for her. Only for her. Has her name in it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that they could get it on without being loud. And you know what? They do. They do. They have some fun, right? Because the whole thing was he was just gonna go down on her, and that was the whole audio. And then, like, they were whispering, kind of, but they weren't whispering. Sorry, it was like she was like doing like hand signals or something, and he was like then ended up whispering like, do you want to keep going? And she was like, yeah, keep going. So pulls out a condom, because, always prepared. Puts it on, does the thing.
Safe sex, everybody.
They don't get caught. Safe sex, guys. They don't get caught or anything. So, obviously, they got spicy while she was listening to the spicy. So the next morning, she asks, like, who wants to go into the sauna with her. And Cam's like, oh, I'll join you. And then Ryan's like, oh, I'll join too. It'll be fun. So there those two are, sweating profusely, waiting for her brother to leave. And finally her brother, like, taps out. And he's like, oh, you guys want to, like, come with? Whatever, I'm done. And they're just like, no, we're good. I think Cam's like, I'm good. I'll probably stay here for a little bit. She's like, yeah, I'm not quite there yet. I'll get out later. And,
is her brother blind?
So, yes. So then they actually do a little bit more of the spicy. He doesn't fuck her in the sauna, but he does touch her.
Mm.
And she touches him and all that. And then they go to the Christmas parade.
How cute.
And it's very cute. And even though they can't, like, fully be alone together, he still, like, holds her hand. And she gives him chestnuts to try, like, actual roasted chestnuts to try. And, like, he eats them. And he's, like, really happy about it. And he gets to just be around her. And he's like, the only thing I want to do right now is put my arm around her and, like, actually, like, cuddle into her so that everybody knows that she's mine. And I can't do that. So this is where he's like, holy crap, I am literally falling in love with this girl that I have known for like a week. What is wrong with me? So, yeah, it's very cute. It's very sweet. It's a very cute, sweet moment. Lovely. They then go home. They wake up the next morning. And part of their tradition as a family, instead of lugging presents back and forth, is to just bring each other a book. They just bring books, and then they have books to read while they're there. Obviously, they had no idea that Cam and Ryan were coming, so they didn't get any books besides from each other, I think.
Mm-hmm.
They might not have even gotten books from each other, but they did get everybody books. He got her 12 Days of Love, which is a book, I guess, which is like a Christmas love story book.
How cute.
So it was very cute. He got her it, and she was really excited about the book. He got her mom, like, a book from Stanley Tucci, her celebrity crush. Got his dad, got her dad something that he really liked as well. And they bought, he was like, I am going to out myself. I am so sorry. I am an airport gift buyer here, because I didn't know that we were coming until, last minute. So, and then Ryan was like, samesies. So another day passes, because they just, spend all Christmas, eating and being together as a family. So another day passes, and Hannah's sitting on her lounge chair, on her lounge, and is reading the book that Cam got her. So Cam comes down the stairs, and he's like, hey, where is everybody? Well, her parents had left to go ski over to a friend's house. And she's like, oh yeah, and Ryan just hasn't woken up yet. And he's like, Ryan left after you went to bed. He's not home. Mm-hmm. And she's like, so we're alone? And he's like, yup. They take immediate advantage of this fact.
But of course.
But of course. So they take immediate advantage of the fact that they're finally alone. And so they're doing it. They do it on the lounge chair, on the Chase lounge. first. You know, obviously, still condom. Guys, they're still being safe. They do it on the lounge. And then they end up in Cam's room doing it again. And they almost get caught by her brother because her brother comes home.
Mm-hmm.
And so they quickly throw on some clothes, and he's like, sit right here, and then I'll sit here, and he, quickly opens up the TikTok app or whatever and goes to his favorites, and he's like, what are you guys doing in here? And he's like, I was just showing Hannah, some of the TikToks that I like, because, the U.S. TikTok trending is different than, the U.K. or whatever, so I was just showing her some of the, the ones that I thought were funny. And he's like, you show her the this, and that? This one, and he goes, oh no, we were just about to get that one. He goes, oh cool, let me join, and he scoots and sits in between them. Still oblivious to the fact that his friend literally just fucked the shit out of his sister. In the bed that he is now sitting on.
That's just wrong on so many levels.
Yeah. So they go skiing again and are eating pizza together. That when he tells her he wants to spend some time in London and keep getting to know her and see where their relationship leads, because he doesn't want it to just be over after 2 weeks.
Aww, how precious.
And then after some coaxing of her feelings, essentially, she eventually agrees that it's what she wants to. Because her whole thing was she didn't want him to give up his stuff just because of her. But he's like, I mean, I've never been out of the country, and I'd like to see if I can get a job over here, and Mac and Please does well on its own, and I really want to get to know you.
Fair.
So obviously she eventually agrees, and it's I really want to get to know you too, So then the next morning, so the snow, the skiing was after they almost got caught by the brother, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So they had gone skiing and stuff. So then the next morning, while their mom is in the living room cleaning up,
oh no,
she finds the condom wrapper that they forgot about.
Oh no. Well,
She blames it on Ryan. But obviously it's not his, and he's like, it's not mine. But the dummies, the two love-struck dummies, they both are like, it's mine. At the same time. So there's no backpedaling after that. So the secret is out. And Ryan is so pissed, he hits Cam. Cam tells Ryan that it's not like that, and he's falling for Hannah, and Hannah's like, what? And he goes, I promise I will tell you this in much better circumstances. I did not want it to come out like that. I wanted to be able to actually tell you on my own, and not just
all romantical.
Yeah.
Not in fear for my life.
Yeah.
Not under duress.
So the dad actually grabs them both by the collar and shoves them outside the house and slams the door. It might have not even been the next morning, honestly.
Wait,
I think it was just later in the day.
Wait, which two? The brother and the friend? Cam?
Yes. The two fighting ones. He throws them outside. Okay. Ryan doesn't have shoes on. Or socks. Cam is just standing there in socks. His socks are now soaking wet with snow. They're both freezing because Cam, I think, is just in a small shirt and some pants, and I think so is Ryan.
Their PJs.
So they're both just out there. Yeah, they're literally in their PJs. Then the dad checks with Hannah and is like, did he do anything that you didn't want to? Because if he did, I will literally get him on the soonest flight out of here and send him home. She goes, no. It was fully consensual. I really like him. Like, this was fully consensual. Like, I do really like him. Like, Ryan is taking this way too far. But, yeah, that's all that I'm gonna say.
Bit of
That's
course.
it.
Bit of course.
Isn't it cute? It does
Very
end in a
entertaining.
happy ever after. It is very entertaining. It's such a good read, guys. You really do need to read it. Listen to it if you can. But it is very good. It's only, I think if you listen to the audiobook, it's only a couple hours, which, like, you could listen to it in a full day if you just nonstop listen to it. But it's very good. I listen to audiobooks pretty quickly, so I got through it in like 5.5 hours. I think with actual speed, it's like 8 to 9 hours. So, but yeah,
Adorable.
highly recommend it. So obviously, like I said, in between a lot of the chapters, there are mini chapters that contain some of the Mac and Please clips. And some of them are like parts of the different Mac and Please clips. So like there's one in like a laundry room. Where like a apartment laundry room or whatever, like a shared apartment like laundry. And like it's like the beginning part, and then a couple chapters later you'll get the next one, and then a couple chapters later you'll get the next part, but they're not like in consecutive order. So like you'll have this one, and then you'll have part of another one, and then you'll have a full one here, and then you'll have the next part, and then you'll have like, you know, so yeah. And then like I said, there is, you know, a second book in the series about Ryan and his complicated relationship there. And those of you, maybe that aren't like Cecily, that do know what audio porn is, and know what the website Quinn is, apparently, according to the book, so maybe this is old, because obviously these are a couple years ago, or maybe these are still new, I don't know. It does also have 4 Mac and Please clips on Quinn, narrated by the Quinn narrator on there called Bad Influence. It says through November and December, but I'm not sure if they're still on there or not. So I'm just throwing that out there. I have heard a lot of good things about Quinn. It is, for those of you who don't know, Quinn is literally just audio porn, I'm pretty sure. From my understanding, it is literally just audio porn. It is an app full of audio porn. So
Something
yeah.
new every day.
How come I'm the one who tells you about these things?
I don't know.
Am I just that deprived? I feel like I'm not that bad. But that's it. Do you have any questions?
No, this one sounds pretty good.
This is much better than Where Turkeys.
Speaking of the holidays, up next, pretty certain will be a Krampus episode.
Yay! And then after that, I have a 4-book episode that's going to come out. It'll be a long episode, guys. Because it's all part of the same, like, winter Christmas collective. So we're going to cover them all.
Also, if you are...
They're all by, like, different authors, too.
But if you are looking for Christmas reads, shout out Alina Jacobs. We read Sleigh Bells and Slaughter, but she has a crap ton, not only just of contemporary romance, but there's also a whole holiday section, including one about, like, the Frost Brothers, and they're, like, called Good Elf Gone Bad and all kinds of stuff. Just look up Alina Jacobs.
That's the one I read. Good Elf Gone Wrong is the one that I read and got you stuck on her. Because
I read that one, and then I read, like...
And you enjoyed it.
All of her books. All of her books.
Yes.
Because they're just
I got you
quick,
stuck
fun,
in Alina
easy
Jacobs
reads.
like downfall.
And they're fun.
They are. I really liked the
they're really
the
good
one
reads
that I read.
and series and
So-
entertaining. So if you're looking for holiday reads, shout out those because there's several.
Yep. And eventually, Kate has read another inanimate object book that we will cover.
We've really
But
been
it's not
diving
going to be
deep
anytime soon,
into the
guys.
sentient object world. You should save that for like April Fool's Day.
Maybe I will. We'll see.
Valentine's
Alright,
Day.
that's the episode. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Follow us. Our link tree is in the bio below. In the description below. It'll give you our Spotify, our Amazon, I believe. Instagram.
TikTok.
It'll give you our TikTok. It'll give you all the links that you need to find us. We post occasionally on TikTok. We post mostly on Instagram. And any updates that you see will be on Instagram first and foremost.
And tag us if we're in your Spotify Wrapped.
Yeah, please do, because I think that would be fun. I am sorry, those of you who saw our Instagram story. I do not have us on our number one. I have us on our number two.
It's quite rude. Our
But-
podcast is my number one podcast. It's number 5 on my husband, which is also rude.
It is rude on his. My defense, okay? My
There is no
defense is that I
defense.
edit these episodes and I listen to them about 5,000 times. So
I mean-
I'm sorry, I don't really want to listen to them again.
I do the same thing, but sometimes I turn it on just so we get listens.
Well, it's funny that you say that. Because actually, guys, the way that Spotify tracks is that it tracks per person listen, right? An actual account listening. We got a very good,
Oops. Kicking stuff.
what was that? We actually did get a very good rating of listeners for the fact that we just came out this year. So thank you guys so much for repeat listeners specifically. Like, we actually do have quite a few repeat listeners. So thank you so much. And
We
so
have
many countries.
subscribers.
Shout out to Germany, who apparently is number 2 on our list. The US is number 1.
Bro,
But, like,
hit
shout
us
out to
up.
Germany.
I want to go to the Christmas markets.
Hi. I love your country. It's very beautiful.
I have German ancestry.
I think I do too, actually. But not enough.
I mean, it's
Anyway.
it's like my 3rd great grandfather who came over. He married a native.
Girl,
woman.
you got barely any.
I mean, he was over there before Germany was Germany, so he's like
Oh, that's fair.
legit-ish. I don't know. I just want to go to the Christmas market.
Anyway. That will be a trip that me and you take eventually. So,
One day.
anyway, follow us, enjoy. We hope you enjoy the good feelings of, holiday cheer to whatever holiday you celebrate. Whatever holiday you celebrate. To whatever holiday you celebrate, if you celebrate anything. We hope you have wonderful ones. We will be posting. We do have a funky post schedule again for this month. The week of Christmas. So the week of the 25th. For those of you who don't celebrate Christmas the same days. Because I know in Germany, I believe the 12th is also an important day for you guys. I think that's the day y'all put out shoes. I think that's the day that the shoes get put out. Anyway, there is a thing around Christmas where Germans put shoes out so that they get treats and things and shoes. But around that time frame, that week, instead of going on Friday on the 26th, we will be posting on the 23rd. So that way we can enjoy a couple days with family and friends and, all of the fun things. Evers is here to say bye to us all.
This is Big Mama Abbott. She's my oldest.
That
and
is Big
most
Mama
precious
Abbott.
baby.
She is my baby. I love her to death. Listen to her purrs.
She snorts when she purrs. She's the queen of this house.
Put her right up. Put her right up against the microphone, please.
She's precious.
I love her so much. I miss her. She is precious.
Like,
Where's my
you
baby?
Holding me.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get mine.
She's got a very ugly face right now. Like, why
Why
you
she
holding
got
me?
an ugly face?
She's like, why you hold me like this? Because I'm your mama and I can.
Here's one of mine. Here's my face.
There's the fire. Look, there's another kitty. You're not looking. Look. Okay, fine. Ouch! The claws weren't necessary.
Mine's gonna go back to the shadows.
She's on my footstool twitching her tail like, how dare you. Anywho, the butt. No one wants to see your butthole, Freya.
This is my baby. Alright, bye!
Happy reading.